we believe that if we can gamify learning AI skills, it's the easiest way for students to acquire that. One of the ways we're doing that is using a tool like Minecraft. And we're building games inside of Minecraft to learn these AI skills.
Students, our first year students, our students who want to see what other universities are, get an opportunity to see what we're doing at UNISA. Get an opportunity to see how, for example, how we integrate gaming in teaching and learning. We work a lot with Minecraft, for example.
Hi and welcome to another ITWeb on the Move. And today we are at the RGB Expo with the one and only CEO. He's going to introduce himself to us. So he is.
My name is Michael James. I'm the project director for RGB Expo.
So we're just going to ask like few questions and then we're done.
Sure.
So how is this year different from the other years? How highlight this year?
Wow, I mean, look, this one, the main difference is that we're in a new venue. So everything is new about where we are. And we're learning a lot of things about it. Like we're going to change a couple of things for next year to just get everything dialed in nicely. So we've thrown everything out to me, hope for the best. But we're going to fix a few things. And I think this year is a lot more energy and a lot more things happening at the show. It's like you can hear it and feel it here. So it's quite a lot of fun.
So from the previous ones to these ones, are there like more new players this year than the other years?
Look, there's definitely more exhibitors this year. We've got 182 exhibitors in total, so that's quite a big jumper from last year. I think everybody was excited about the new venue and seeing what we were going to do with it and that. So, and they all seem to be pretty happy so far.
Are we looking forward to next year's one? Are we changing the venue or are we coming back to the same venue?
I think we'll come back here. I don't want to keep jumping around all the time because then people get confused, They might show up somewhere else. We're working to come here.
So is there like a lot of AI companies that got involved this year?
Look, there's two that I know of. There's one, I think it's UNISA, and then there's RGB AI. So we do have AI and robots that are happening here, but it's like a slow thing that's starting to come into the event. It's not like a big thing like it is in some of the overseas events. So we'll start seeing more and more of it until there's lots to see.
So we're looking forward to working with more companies of AI like next year.
Yeah, I think so. Look, we invite a lot of companies to come here, and they don't always have something to show us. So we'll see who we get and what they want to see. But the more you get, the more will come, and then they want to do keep making it better every year. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, thank you for the interview.
That's a pleasure.
Hi and welcome to another ITWeb on the road. And today we are at the RGB Expo. We have the CEO of RGB who will be interviewing today. He can introduce himself to us before we start questioning. Hi, hello.
Hey, my name is Mitchell Strubik. I'm the CEO of RGB Gaming. And we're based in Gauteng, in Johannesburg. And we surface markets in Gauteng, also in Western Cape.
So I'm just going to ask a few questions about the company and that's it. So my first question would be, what step is the RGB Gaming taking to make high-performance gaming equipment more accessible?
Yeah, so we take these technologies to schools. That's really our core objective, is to help schools build sustainable esports programs. And so we demystify not only gaming but also technology to schools and also other education institutions.
So are you based in South Africa or Africa?
So yeah, we focus on the South African markets. We've been in education for 20 years. That's actually where we come from. And we're passionate gamers. So we believe we're the right partner to schools and universities to be able to do this. But we've worked in many African countries, about 6 actually. And then we work in the UAE as well, so in the Middle East.
So how is the company approaching sustainability in its product design and supply chain?
Yeah, so it's really important when working with education institutions to make sure that the hardware, the software, the network infrastructure, all of this is aligned to what the local community and the institutions themselves need. So we spend a lot of time in developing mobile solutions, building esports gaming rooms in some schools, and making it really accessible, whether it be mobile, PC, console, It's about finding the right mix for the right customer.
So how is RGB implementing AI, and how do you think AI is going to be working with the gaming industry?
Yeah, so because we work with schools, AI skills is a very big focus for us. So what we do is we align gaming to AI skills. We're a Microsoft partner, and so there's a lot of learning that we're bringing to the table, and we believe that if we can gamify learning AI skills, it's the easiest way for students to acquire that. One of the ways we're doing that is using a tool like Minecraft, and we're building games inside of Minecraft to learn these AI skills. One of the things that we're doing is we're having a holiday camp that starts next week. It's called the Hour of AI, and we're running that for students at no cost from Fourways Mall and Prison Break markets. And students can come in, learn about AI while playing games.
Is there like an age restriction?
Well, luckily Minecraft is all ages, but what we're looking at is ages 10 all the way up into adults. That's a really good sweet spot for that technology, or for that tool essentially.
Also, my last question would be, where do you see the biggest growth opportunity in gaming over the next 5 years for?
I see esports going into a mass adoption in the next couple of years in South Africa. Think about rugby, think about soccer. Esports is the next thing. We've already seen it overseas. It's coming to Africa, and it's definitely coming to South Africa. And that's what we're trying to achieve.
And are you ready?
And we're here already. So it's still a long journey ahead, but that's really what we do every day.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, and welcome to another ITWeb on the road. And today we are with at the RGB Expo, one of the members of UNISA. He's going to introduce himself to us and tell us more about himself.
Thank you so much. So my name is Denzel Chetty, and I lead a unit called the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub, ADO for short. It is a unit at the University of South Africa, and what we do is we specialize on digital innovation. So we train UNISA students on technology, specifically how do you use artificial intelligence, how do you use robotics like humanoids, how do you use drone technology, how do you use virtual reality. So these are explorations that we do as an institution, but with the idea of preparing our students for a much more technology-driven space itself.
Okay, so with you guys being here at the event, what specifically are you guys doing today, like this weekend and days?
Okay, so this is quite a nice space for us because nobody knows UNISA for innovation. Everyone knows UNISA for distance learning, and that's the problem. Whenever you talk about UNISA, they say, oh, so you can study correspondence, you can study distance. But there's much more to UNISA, and this is one side of UNISA where you get an opportunity to see how we push boundaries, how we are rethinking the space in teaching and learning. This weekend for us was strategic because we have an opportunity for the public to see the other side of UNISA. Students, our first year students, our students who want to see what other universities are, get an opportunity to see what we're doing at UNISA. Get an opportunity to see how, for example, how we integrate gaming in teaching and learning. We work a lot with Minecraft, for example. How do we give Minecraft in teaching and learning? How do we bring virtual reality as part of our extended labs? You saw, if you come to our stand, we have UNISA's first semi-humanoid robot called Luazi, and we use Luazi to support our students at UNISA. Then we also have a lot of our gaming interventions, like gaming for digital literacy, and these are some of the things that we are showcasing today.
So do you only advertise these on events, or is the program also at UNISA, like for UNISA students?
Overall, I mean, we do events like this. It's very strategic for us because we get a bigger market. People get to see what UNISA is about. But we also do this kind of exhibitions all over in the regions. Remember, UNISA has regional campuses throughout the country. Plus, we have a campus in Ethiopia as well. So we do this kind of workshops throughout the country with students as well.
Awesome. And thank you for having.
Thank you so much.